Tim Wilson was travelling between Wanaka and Lake Hawea when it struck him he should be a landscape artist. It was, he says, a profound moment. The light, the way it touched the landscape, the emotion it evoked. He was a Palmerston North teenager at the time on a school trip to the South Island. It's taken Tim many years, several decades in fact, to develop his own unique style. Paintings with a fluorescent, translucent quality, some almost say a 3D effect. You won't need special glasses to view them though. These days you will need a healthy Banks balance to take one home. Jindy Harper with Tim Wilson, the artist whose time has really come.
And you come up a little higher to the gap in the cloud.
Yep.
That's cerulean blue.
You could say artist Tim Wilson lives in a painting, overlooking Wakatipu, the Remarkables opposite. To the north, the Crown Range, and above, I see a blue sky. But Tim sees more than me. Up there, he sees a hint of turquoise, a touch of teal, even a reddish hue. Ever since you've looked at the sky, have you always seen that shades, you know, always?
Always.
And it's never been just a blue sky?
It's never just a blue sky. Up in the sunshine a little, just to get that light coming through into the foreground.
Always landscapes?
Always landscape, right from my earliest memories. Yep. Dad would take me out and about to tame the wild beast, as he would call it. And we'd go and we'd look at the landscape. We'd go and we'd walk in the rivers and go up to the Pohongina Valley and look at the light. And I've always found it a place of calm and peace, and I just have to paint it. I've always had to paint it.
And just as the moving sun and clouds change colours on the land, Tim's paintings too alter as the light source ebbs and flows. At the Wilson Gallery in Queenstown, it is not uncommon for a small crowd to gather, to watch and to wonder, how does he do it? How does he paint cloud so delicate you can see through it? Mist that seems to move like Mona Lisa's smile, and pebbles you want to pick up and skim across the water.
With a brush. Like a bit of glue, spray on glue, bit of sand, and throw it at the... Joking. Really? Joking. Oh.
He says painting in such a public way demystifies the process. Within minutes, our interview has become more of a public lecture.
I've got pictures that I've been working on for 3 years, 4 years. Absolutely. And as I say, they have a personality, and I take them out and I've got a personality clash. I just don't get on with them.
Those paintings he does get on with are now selling before they're even complete. The seascape is unfinished, but already has a home waiting. This woman is watching Tim put the finishing touches to the painting she's just purchased. A scene somewhere near Tiana. This is a diptych.
Oil and linen is a diptych, which is a fancy way for saying 2 for 1.
Courtney Booth, Assistant Vice President of Sotheby's, and at this charity auction in New York, she is taking bids on a Tim Wilson depiction of the Hudson River. It's sold for $55,000 US, alongside works by Jeff Koons and Jasper Johns.
A New Zealand artist who is classic Tim Wilson.
Robert Kennedy opened proceedings, son of Bobby, nephew of JFK, and friend and supporter of Tim Wilson from Palmerston North. Debbie Harry, Blondie, was there, and 250 American art dealers.
You know, and there's so much competition going on amongst them. You walk in that room and it's like, it's Shakespearean. There's so much intrigue, so much drama, so many layers, so many levels going on. It's like, oh, that's just all too hard. It's too hard. I don't want any part of that at all, ever.
But from very public outings come very private, unique opportunities. 2 billionaire art collectors want Wilson as their artist in residence, and so in September he will install himself on their private island in the Hamptons.
The colour, oh wow. September in the Hamptons? Imagine the light, that kind of autumnal hue going on, you know, that's pretty special. Yeah, it's not about the money. The money is obviously good, and it's taken me 40 years of seriously pursuing this obsession to be able to afford a good lifestyle, to have things, to travel, to learn more. But that's fortunate. But I've been through the mill with it in the early days.
You've been as they say the term, a struggling artist.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
From an artist struggling to an artist now juggling his time and talent. Happiest here in his Queenstown gallery, chatting to his clients present and prospective. This piece he will personally hang in the home of the honeymooners from Auckland who fell in love with the art of Tim Wilson.
When you go out, you don't take a photograph.
No.
You don't do a sketch.
No.
You keep it all in your head.
Yeah.
Bring it home, out it comes.
Yeah. Don't know where that happens. Don't know how that happens. It just.
Tim Wilson was the artist. Jendi Harper was the reporter, beautifully shot by Warren Armstrong, Wazzy, and Andrew Curry was the editor.